I'm Ed Bradley.
I'm Steve Croft.
I'm Leslie Stahl.
I'm Scott Pelley.
I'm Morley Safer.
And I'm Mika Chavez.
I'm Mike Wallace. Tonight on 60 Minutes.
Today in the studio, we're lucky enough to interview some of the people that helped kill Count Dracula. Let's take a look. So, Mr. Van Helsing, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you very much, Mina.
Well, tell me a little bit about that cross you have there.
Well, see, this cross was the exact same cross we used to go kill Dracula, but I kind of changed it and painted it up and stuff.
I like it. It's matches well with your hair and your skin.
Thanks. It brings color to my life because I'm old and got the white now.
Okay, tell me about your most interesting or perhaps horrifying experience while trying to murder Dracula.
Well, one of the most horrifying moments was going to that graveyard and seeing Lucy eating the children alive. It's 6:05 in the graveyard where Lucy has been buried. I'm showing Seward and Holmeswood some secret stuff. Seward looks like he just got done doing his business, so continue to Lucy's grave. So Seward, how can you not believe me? I know more about this stuff than you.
In medical practice, I have never heard anything as illogical as one becoming a vampire. There's no medical evidence.
Alright. Well, is this Lucy's grave coming up? Who is that, Seward? Who was that, though? Aren't these the children that have been terrorized the last couple of weeks?
Ah, a bite mark on the neck. That Bloofer lady.
She's got snow in her eye. All right, Seward. This is her grave, isn't it? It's uncovered.
This doesn't prove anything.
All right. Well, we're gonna come back here and tomorrow morning, and I'll show you the real truth.
Fine. It's probably just grave robbers.
All right. It is now 6:05. Me and Seward and Holmeswood are going back to the grave of Lucy to check out the body that should be there.
You call yourself Dr. Van Helsing.
And what's this, Seward?
Grave robbers must have got their conscience over the night. That's what I think.
Look at her skin.
It's a little more than life than the usual corpse. Is that blood on her lips? Oh, I think you're right.
So, do you believe me now?
Have it your way, Van Helsing.
We gotta kill her, guys. I'm sorry, Holmeswood.
Please shut the camera off, though. No one's gonna need to see this.
Alright, I'll face it away.
Swing. Black.
It's done.
Thanks again, Mr. Helsing,
You're very welcome.
for your time.
You're okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks again. Following a rousing interview with Mr. Helsing, we had time for another interview with Mr. Jonathan Harker. Now, Mr. Seward, Dr. Seward, I'm assuming, of course, it's Doctor, considering your costume, but what exactly is your name, sir?
Dr. Seward.
Dr. Seward, of course. Now, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm a doctor at a mental institute in England, so I take care of the mentally incapacitated, and I take notes, I do research on them, and yeah, basically it.
Now, according to my notes, of course, one of your subjects or one of your studies was a minion of Count Dracula, the Count Dracula?
Renfield. Yep,
Renfield. Can you tell me about him a little bit, sir?
Yeah, one of our strangest patients, his name is Renfield. We didn't really understand how he got to be as incapacitated as he was. He started out a normal man, living and working in society, and then one day, kind of snapped and started...
Just like that, one day.
Basically, yeah. He started eating bugs and animals, and we couldn't quite figure out his whole deal. But then as things progressed and Dracula moved into England, actually neighboring our institute, Renfield became even more strange. He would sometimes be normal as he was before he became crazy. Sometimes he'd be crazy again. And finally, Renfield was killed by Dracula when Dracula broke into the Institute and threw Renfield into a wall.
Now, I understand that we have some sort of footage.
This is study footage we kept of Renfield in his cell during our treatments and whatnot. And this will show how truly insane he really was.
Oh, interesting. Gelman, roll tape.
Renfield, it's time for lunch. What?
I'm tired! It doesn't give me so.
Well, I'll talk to you when you're acting more appropriate. I'll see you later.
Please, let me out of here. I'm back to normal.
Renfield, your actions are so unpredictable. How am I supposed to know when you're act crazy or when you're going to act normal?
I lost the mask.
That's not enough, Renfield. You'll have to do this for at least a month or so before I know you're completely transformed back to a normal person.
I'm not your servant anymore. Get away.
Then your time has come.
No.
Mr. Jonathan Harker.
Yes, that would be me.
The man of the hour. Could you please tell me a little bit about yourself, sir?
Well, I just recently got married to a wonderful girl named Mina.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, she is beautiful. But she was actually going to turn into a vampire at one point because of Dracula, and that's one of the main reasons why we had to kill them.
Oh, can you tell me a little bit about how you killed the Dracula, the Count?
Yeah, I took a knife and slit his throat.
Oh. Oh my.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to tell me about?
Well, I guess pretty much what happened is we met the Count and we kind of sprung up on him, and I took a knife, cut his throat, and then he just kind of turned into dust. It was pretty crazy. I actually have his ashes at my house.
Ooh.
Recalling, his death. It's pretty sweet.
Ooh, gives me the willies. What exactly happened after Dracula died?
Well, unfortunately, one of my dear good friends, Quincy, died at the scene. He happened to get knocked down somehow. I don't even know. I was busy slitting Dracula's throat. But Quincy, we named our first kid after him.
Oh, okay.
His name is Quincy Harker. And also, Quincy did not die in vain. His family got $200,000 because there was a big bounty on Dracula because, I mean, it was impossible to find him and find out how to kill him. I mean, to kill a vampire, Van Helsing told us, was to slit his throat, put garlic in his mouth, and something else I can't even remember anymore. So, but yeah, that was pretty much it.
Now we're going to cut to live footage of the Count's death.